Hey there, how's it going? Hope you're well. It's another beautiful day here today, and we are here to do another Course in Miracles lesson. The lesson for today is lesson number 10, so let's get right on it. My thoughts do not mean anything. My thoughts do not mean anything. This idea applies to all the thoughts of which you are aware, or become aware in the practice periods. The reason the idea is applicable to all of them is that they are not your real thoughts. We have made this distinction before, and will do so again. You have no basis for comparison as yet. When you do, you will have no doubt that what you once believed were your thoughts did not mean anything. This is the second time we have used this kind of idea. The form is only slightly different. This time, the idea is introduced with my thoughts instead of these thoughts, and no link is made overtly with the things around you. The emphasis is now on the lack of reality of what you think. This aspect of the correction process began with the idea that the thoughts of which you are aware are meaningless, outside rather than within, and then stressed their past rather than their present status. Now, we are emphasizing that the presence of these thoughts means that you are not thinking. This is merely another way of repeating our earlier statement that your mind is really a blank. To recognize this is to recognize nothingness when you think you see it. As such, it is a prerequisite for vision. Close your eyes for these exercises and introduce them by repeating the idea for today slowly to yourself. Then add, this idea will help me release me from all that I now believe. The exercises consist, as before, in searching your mind for all the thoughts that are available to you, without selection or judgment. Try to avoid classification of any kind. In fact, if you find it helpful to do so, you might imagine that you are watching an oddly assorted procession go by, which has little, if any, personal meaning to you. As each one crosses your mind, say, my thought about, fill in the blank, does not mean anything. My thought about, fill in the blank, does not mean anything. Today's thought can obviously serve for any thought that distresses you at any time. In addition, 5 practice periods are recommended, each involving no more than a minute or so of mind searching. It is not recommended that this time period be extended, and it should be reduced to half a minute or less if you experience discomfort. Remember, however, to repeat the idea slowly before applying it specifically, and also to add, this idea will help to release me from all that I now believe. So in today's lesson, we are going to be focusing once again on thoughts, with a slight difference. Today, we will be saying my thoughts instead of these thoughts. So what we are asked to do is to first close our eyes and think of thoughts, and say to yourself, doing this idea of the day will help me release these thoughts. And then bring a thought forward in your mind. And when you have that thought, apply it to the idea for today. So an example would be, my thought of not being worthy does not mean anything. My thought of me not having enough money does not mean anything. My thought of not being loved does not mean anything. Also remember that it's very important that you do not discriminate with your thoughts. Any thought that you have can be applied to today's idea. And also remember that at the end of each thought, say what the Course is telling you to say, which is, this idea will help to release me from all that I now believe. That is the lesson for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Once again, I hope that you come again here tomorrow for another lesson in A Course in Miracles. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.